Hey everybody, and welcome back to Farm Girl in Progress. I am Nadine.
And I'm Nikolai.
And last night we had our very first predator attack here on our farm. Thankfully, it wasn't any of our animals. However, it was our neighbors' ducks that were the casualties. They had a flock of 5, and unfortunately 4 of them were killed last night. We're thinking it was either a fox or a coyote, so we're just going to make sure that everybody here is locked up at night really well. We do have one survivor from their flock. She's in this crate right here.
We named her Lucky.
She's very, very lucky because she walked away with just a wound on her chest. It is a pretty significant wound, so I offered my help towards the neighbor to help treat her wound and make sure that she heals up properly. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys Miss Lucky over here and how I am treating her wound. Alrighty guys, so this is Lucky. I have her in easy sweet girl, easy. I have her wings bound in this, I honestly don't know what it's called. A friend of mine gave it to me, but it keeps their wings tight into their body so that they can't flap around and they can't hurt themselves. And so I just have her in this so that I can treat her wound. And it keeps her from flapping around and injuring herself even more. So this is just, it wraps up underneath her wings and then it wraps underneath her body to keep her wings tight into her. It doesn't hurt her. If anything, it helps her feel more secure because she's not out in the open. And it just makes it easier for me to treat her. So her wound is on her chest here. So whatever got her pretty good. Now that white stuff there is cream that I had put on that just caked up a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it here for you guys and show you what I'm doing. Oh, sweet girl. And then what I put on the wound to help it heal. I've had great success with this in the past with my chickens and other ducks. And I am believing that this is going to work just as well for her also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip her over on her back. Easy. She's being very compliant at the moment. Hey, sweetie. Actually. So I'm just going to use some hydrogen peroxide. I'm going to dump a little bit in a bowl here because I only have one hand to work with. So I'm just going to use some Q-tips here and gently clean the wound. Last night I just dumped the hydrogen peroxide on the wound itself to clean it. So I'm just going to wipe away the chunks of lotion that are left behind here. I'm going to try to keep you guys in screen. I'm just being very gentle. She's being very complacent. She kind of tucked her head up underneath my shirt. I tried to cut away the feathers as best I could so that I could see and treat the wound, but it is very difficult to trim duck feathers because there are so many of them. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. Good girl. They have very, very thick feathers. It doesn't look like they do, but they do. Yes, sweetie. I know. This has actually started to close up quite a bit since last night. It is absolutely amazing to me how fast these birds heal. I'm not getting any fuzzing from the hydrogen peroxide, which is good. And she has like this one big wound right here, and then she has a couple smaller ones to the top of it. Being a good girl, Miss Lucky, I know. See? So we just want to make sure. I know, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. She's starting to kick a little bit, so I'm gonna take a break here and let her calm down. It's okay. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. I know. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. The biggest thing that I have found that helps with animals who are injured, who are in pain, and you're trying to treat them, the best thing that you can possibly do for them is to stay calm yourself. Animals can sense your energy. They can sense if you're frustrated, if you're scared, if you're nervous, if you're anxious, if you're tense, and they're going to respond to that energy in kind, especially when they're a prey animal. Ducks are not a predatory animal, and so they are preyed upon a lot, and so anything that you can do to help keep them calm while you're treating them is super beneficial. So I find talking in a quiet voice, treating them in a quiet space. Obviously you can't always do it in a dark space, but providing them a dark, safe space after treatment to calm down, to decompress, is always super helpful. So she's kind of relaxed again here. So I think it's pretty clean, so I'm not gonna pester it too much. Here, I want to try to give you guys a closer look here. Hold on. So here is the wound on her chest. She's got a pretty big hole there, and then she had some smaller puncture wounds around the top here. So those are what we are currently cleaning and treating to get them to heal and close up. So now that we got it clean, I'm going to go ahead and put some essential oils directly in the wounds themselves. The oils that I use are from Young Living. They are made specifically for animals. This one is Pure Clean, Infect Away, Mend Well, and then some tea away when I am finished. So these are from their animal scents collection, and these are perfectly safe to use on animals. They are specifically made for animal use, and I have had great success using them on I've used them on chicks, I've used them on ducklings, I've used them on chickens and older ducks. I've used them on my dog, my cats, and all, like I said, with great success. So the first one that I'm going to use is the Pure Clean. And I'm just going to do 1 drop in each wound. It's okay. And it's okay. It's okay. I know. And I just kind of massage the area around it. Since it is an open hole into her body, I just gently massage around it so it works its way into the actual wound itself. And then I'm going to use Infect Away. Again, 1 drop in each wound. You're being so good, sweet girl. Again, I'm just going to gently massage the skin around the wound to work that oil in. I typically only do this once a day with these smaller animals, just so that they have time to metabolize the oils without having too much in their system. Next one is Mend Well. Again, 1 drop in each. I'm going to gently massage that into the wound. I know, sweet girl. I know. Shh, 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 shh. I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. And these oils are going to help her immune system and her body to heal as naturally as possible, and just support her body's systems to heal quickly and completely. So now that we got the oils in there, I find it's very difficult to bandage feathered beasties. So I don't bother putting bandages on them. I usually leave the wounds open and allow fresh air into them. But what I do like to do is after I've cleaned the oil, or after I've cleaned the wound and got the oils in there, I like to go over it with the Animal Sense ointment. It's a really thick ointment that acts as like a barrier. Plus it's packed with lots of good essential oils as well. And I just pack it into the wound. I know, sweetheart. I know. I'm sorry. I know. I know. I'm sorry. One more. And this just acts as kind of a barrier for germs, dirt, and it helps keep out the stuff that we don't want in there. Hi, sweetie. All right, now that she's all done, I'm going to take a little bit of TOA and massage it into the bottoms of her feet. And this will help with any stress that she's feeling. Help keep her calm. Oh, sweetheart. There. And that is it. That is all I do for treating wounds around here. I pretty much do the same thing for any animal that gets an injury. I use the same 4 oils, the same Animal Sense ointment, and peroxide, and I've had great success with all of my animals doing this. So I know without a doubt she's going to heal up just fine. Oh, sweet girl. You ready to get up? There you go. Alrighty, so now that Miss Lucky here is all taken care of for the day, I'm gonna let her go in a makeshift run for a little while so she can get some exercise, some fresh air, some sunlight, and get some food and water before we put her in the crate for the night. So, you ready to go play? You ready to go play? Come on, let's go. I may just have to follow her around with it. So there she goes. We set her up a little dish of water and food over here, and she's got plenty of room to move around and get some fresh air. So yeah, I think she's gonna be just fine. If you guys have any questions about how I treat my animals here, I'd be happy to answer them for you as best I can. Go ahead and leave your questions in the comments below. If you guys like my videos and find them helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really, really helps my channel out, and I really appreciate it because you guys make this possible. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted on Lucky here. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and remember to grow where you're planted.